Yo, yo, yo. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another show on the Untouched Radio, Untouched Podcast, Untouched Live. I'm your host, Be Easy, better known as Easy, and I'm here with my boy, my brother from another, my Libra brother at that, Scales. What up, bro?
Yo, what's good with you, Easy, bro? Shout out you, you know what I'm saying, for having me on the show. You know what I'm saying, shout out Tone, all the Untouched family, you heard.
Yeah, man, you already, bro. You already. This is long time in the making, man. We busy guys,
Facts.
man. We always on the move. But I'm glad we got you here, man. And yeah, let's get right into it.
Facts.
So when you and by the way, guys, this is the 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 music behind what you hear when you hear Untouched, especially more recently. You know, this is Scalez Beats. If you don't know, he's a fire ass producer, and yeah. So tapping into it. How did you get into producing, bro? What was your first experience, if you will?
First off, appreciate the love, bro.
No doubt.
Always. Y'all been showing that since the beginning. Since I even like touched base with you guys, like off a invitation. But to answer your question, my mother she put me in music classes since the third grade, and ever since then, like it just grew on me. Like you know what I mean. Instead of going outside and learning how to play a sport, I got intrigued with what these instruments can do. So with that, I kind of had a musical background. So I went away from music for a minute. Um, Started playing ball, got injured, came back to it, and I don't know. Like it's just something that like my niche it just never left. It gave me a vibration. So my
Hmm.
creativity, how it comes is off of basically my feelings. So what I did was I went to school to learn more about it, and with the creation process is more of a feeling of vibration. Like you know what I mean. So my creativity, let alone my process, is a little bit weird because I start backwards. Like most artists, most producers, they um they start with the basic templates of drum, kick, snare, but I start off with my melodies first so I could get the feeling, and then it just
Hmm.
take the process just goes along how it goes. Like you know
I
what I
hear
mean.
that. What's the first instrument you learned how to play?
The very first instrument was learned, skilled was clarinet.
Oh, get out.
Yeah,
Okay.
me and my twin brother, shout him out too. Stephon
Hey,
Patrick, he a pro ball
big
player.
shout outs.
I mean,
Big shout outs.
me and him we went to PS316 in Brooklyn. So we used to sneak into when everybody else was doing like recess and all that. We used to sneak into the auditorium, and we used to like hear my friend Moses and Seth, shout them out too.
Hey.
They the reasons why we got even so inclined with the music. We because we play by ear. Like I never knew how to read it. So when we used to watch them play, we wanted to play with them. So the janitor one day he came in, and it was just me and my brother on this piano, and he goes, do you guys know how to play this? Why are you in here? And we didn't want to leave. So my brother he plays Mary Had a Little Lamb on the piano, like you
Hmm.
know what I
Hmm.
mean. And
Yeah.
the guy was like the janitor, like, all right, you good to go. And from since then, like I just started learning the piano by ear for real. And then from clarinet went to trumpet, then the baritone, then I learned the drums, and then it was free game after that.
Yeah. Did your brother ever tap into music?
Yeah, actually, he was making beats as well for a minute, but he just wasn't into it as I was, I guess. But he taps into it here and there. But he also played an instrument as well. He played trumpet, and he's the reason why I got into the horns too as well. I love that sound. It sound like that instrumentation is so powerful. It makes a statement. So the horns was something that I wanted to tap into. So after my brother was doing solos, and he was perfecting the trumpet, I wanted to do the same thing. So again, like he does the beats, but and he always loved the music, but he wasn't like into it as I was. Like you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Right. And yo, that's dope because the first instrument I learned how to play was the trumpet.
Oh,
Yeah,
get
that's
out,
on everything.
get
That
out.
was one of my favorite instruments to listen to. I was a big jazz, excuse me, a big jazz guy growing up.
Or
Big fact. Shout out to my aunt Shelly. She got me into that, and Big Kev too. Word.
Word, nah, that's fire, bro. My uncle, Kenny, shout him out too. He's a big part
Shout
of my
out.
music, man. Ever since I was young, he used to have us downstairs in his basement, and I didn't understand what a turntable was or
Mm-hmm.
none of that stuff. I used to hear the big booms, and I was so intrigued with his speakers and how he could do that. So we used to sneak down there too as well with him and watch him spin records like the old-fashioned way. Like they had the old records where he stopped and spin and scratching.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? So stuff like that. So he was another part of my music career as well too, and I feel like that played a big part because going back to those old sounds, you know what I'm saying, and what I do modern, man, it just makes a whole different type of person than who I was from before.
Yeah, I hear that, man. Shout out to the OGs, man.
Word,
That showed us the way, paved the way.
word.
Yeah, man. What's the first, like, I would say, album you ever purchased, or piece of music you ever like? You it was like, I had to get that. Could be album, mixtape, whatever. What was the first that you could
Um,
recall?
sheesh. That's been so long ago. The
Yeah,
music
yeah.
changed. Man, who was I excited about back then? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Being that I've moved from New York to Illinois, and in the process of me growing up too, like my music changed from a lot. So back then I was like along the lines of Fabulous.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
I've never like purchased his CD itself, but then when I went to Illinois, they more like the crunk, the more like
Got you.
Midwest. So I had to say like Lil Jon and the East Side Boys
Ah,
was
got you.
definitely the first. Being that like when I went out there, that's all they listened to. So I tapped into like the crunkness to see what the hype was. So and then I actually liked Lil Jon, like his ad libs and what he did as an executive producer was intriguing. Like being that he made beats, he did hooks, and then like he brought the energy to everything that he did. Like you know what I mean. So that's one of the CDs I have to say like I bought just walking in and after listening to him so much.
Lil Jon is a vibe, man. Like, I just heard a record he just did. I don't know how recent, but him and Pitbull, that joint is
Yeah.
crazy.
Now I haven't
My
tapped in with him
goodness.
in a minute. I should though. He
Yeah,
used to bring the vibes.
yeah, yeah. Definitely the party vibes too. If you're trying to
Facts.
have a good time, you throw on Lil Jon. That's a fact. So, being that you say you hooped and everything like that, you got a team? Any teams you
So
like in particular?
um, to be honest with you, bro, I don't. Um, I have a few players, and that's how I always been like growing up. Like I never really had a favorite team. I just had a favorite players, and I took from their game to put with mine. Like you know what I mean. So it was like more like back then. Like not I don't even say back then. Like so I want to say the Clippers used to be my favorite team when they had Chris Paul.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I
When Lob
mean? They
City,
had
they was
Lob City
catching wild
Facts.
dunks.
Yeah, bro. Like they I don't know like that type of speed was like always the type of pace that I played too as well. So but then gradually I started watching like Trey Young and how Steph Curry changed the game with his shooting.
Yeah,
Dame Lillard, like I just like dang like back when we played like or not even think going back more like when the old heads played a three wasn't even invented like you know
yeah,
what I mean they
yeah.
playing strictly twos and ones the whole game like
Facts.
now you have the three evolves. Now you shooting threes, and now these guards is like coming through the half court line, like, and they just
Yeah,
shooting these joints, like, you know what
yeah,
I mean. So they changing the game crazy. So I really, the NBA now, I personally feel like it's like for more entertainment purposes,
yeah.
but I do have a lot of artists. Look, back on music.
Stay on music. I get it.
I do have a lot of players I do watch who I feel like is relevant to the game and you know what I mean? Like I don't know, they just did it for they there for a championship, like you know what I'm saying?
Yo, speaking of artists that, like, and we're talking sports, is there any artists that you think that are athletes that are good? Like, you heard any of the athletes currently, or any of the old athletes? We going Shaq, Kobe did a little something, AI,
So
Dame Lillard right now.
yeah, I heard Dame. I heard Dame's pretty nice. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Paul George did something too. That was okay.
Oh, get out.
Um, but I did the one who surprised me the most was Shaq. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie, like
he had a lot of big stars on his shit.
yeah, facts. And then he recently shout out Shaq too, man. He trying
Big
to
shout out
really
to Shaq.
help out all of these artists. I don't know if you guys know, but he's taking submissions for um producers, artists, and he's a DJ. So he's spinning everything. He even said that he'll critique it, send it back. He likes new music, so if that's something you're a part of, like go DM him on IG, Facebook, and find him on social media and send that to him because he's trying to make a platform for all the independent artists.
That's
But
dope.
as far as Shaq though, he surprised me because him being a dominant basketball player the way that he was bullying everybody,
Right.
like I didn't see him like doing what he could do like as far as musically inclined with rapping or like DJing, but he definitely he talk on the microphone like a lot and he says a lot, man.
Yeah, that blend he did with Meek Mill and I Wanna Rock beat was
Oh
crazy.
yeah, yeah, I did hear that. That was crazy. That was, he dropped a little freestyle he just did on IG. He was walking on that. You know what I mean? Like I said, I couldn't believe it was Shaq. Like he's different.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. I love and appreciate athletes that tap into music because I was an athlete first and always loved music and appreciated it. But as an athlete, it was always a part of my life.
Nah, yeah,
From
bro.
the records I listened to pump me up, you know, they played in the layup lines, just hype.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Those
know,
definitely are a big part, bro. Like they hold a lot of memories too. Like cause you can always remember those moments. Like even when you hear that song playing back, like from like just at a club or wherever you are, like or even if you want to bump, like or whoever, you just randomly off the top, just go back to
yeah,
those good memories of what that music used to do for you or did
yeah,
to you. Like you know what I mean?
yeah. Any things spinning in your playlist right now? You know what I'm saying? Any artists? It could be underground or anybody that you know that scales as a beat maker. It's like yo, they out there right now. Like yo, I love to make a beat for that artist out there. You know what I'm saying? That you haven't made a beat for currently, but this is out artist that's popping or not popping just yet on their way. That's just like yo, like I'd love to work with them. Cause I was just watching an interview with Dr. Dre and Kevin Hart, and he was saying how he missed out on the opportunity to work with Prince
Mm,
and Michael Jackson,
and
and he like he didn't do it because he felt like those was his heroes. He didn't know how to approach it if he was to do
man,
it.
that
So
would have been some crazy. Whoa, that's heavy right there.
right, right. So who is there an artist out there? You know, even if they alive or if they're not here anymore with us, somebody that you would have loved to make a beat for, or still would love to make a beat for.
Um, as much as like I don't even know if a lot of people know who this producer is, but Ryan Leslie till this day, bro,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
hands down, like
Mhm.
this man is different, bro. Like his creativity, the way he think, how he just come from like scratch, like and he just walks into any studio, like let alone, like he's an artist himself, so he knows what he wants stuff to sound like. So I feel like I get a lot of my inspiration from him. So with that being said, like if I could like collaborate with him even on a beat, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
type of
Mhm.
thing, that type deal, like that'd be lit, bro.
That's fire.
Like that'd be something like that's epic and it'll go down in the history because that's all I ever wanted to meet like was Ryan Leslie, bro, and just tell him how great he was and how much he inspired me, bro, as a producer, bro. Like, cause his man, if anybody who don't know who he is, like you have to tap in with
Tap
Ryan
in.
Leslie, man.
I
This
love
dude is an
Ryan
animal,
Leslie.
man.
Yeah, Ryan Leslie music always was fire to me.
Facts. This man, like I don't know, his production is different. Like, yeah, you gotta just see what I'm saying. Let's go when if you got free time, just Ryan Leslie. Like he's overseas right now. He go by Black Mozart. He's different, man. Y'all go tap in with him.
Got a favorite record from him?
Um, he did. I don't. Oh, man, that's so man.
Yeah,
I
even if it's
can't
not a
lie.
favorite, joint that a heavy rotation joint. It don't gotta be a favorite.
Um,
But if
so
that for the people that haven't heard from him, you like yo, you can give them one record to listen to Ryan Leslie. What would you Where would you send them?
So a great breakdown of the instrumentation I was talking about would be a long way to go, with
Okay.
Cassie
Yeah, that's fire.
and me and you. Um, that's another one he did with the instrumentations. Is that one was crazy, man. From the orchestration all the way down to the drum to the percussions. Like if anyone understand like what I mean by instrumentation, I mean like the musical breakdown from melody, counter melody, to bridge, to different patterns, to different drums, to where breaks go in. If you listen to it closely, and then go back and listen to the words, like you're gonna see how well like the whole canvas was painted. Like basically is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Like I always value two things really as an artist, and obviously is a fantastic beat and DJ. I feel like producers and the DJs are the ones that make us great. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I always had a huge, you know, respect for what you guys do because it's different. It's a different form of what, how music is listened to.
yeah,
You know, as a DJ, they probably are the biggest fans of music when it comes to that because they have to spin different records and, you know,
yeah. Yep. And even with that too, being a DJ, like you have to know how to move a crowd. Like, so like you could choose really any song, but they have to make sense. Like you know what I mean, as far as the blend and as far as the instrumentation, because everybody can't go out there and just call themselves a DJ, and everybody can't go out there and just call themselves a producer. And
nope,
the same thing go for any artist. Like it's a lot like with those jobs. Like not only want to call it a job with that skill of being those. Like anybody could wake up and go in the mirror or write a rap and say they a rapper, but are you an artist? Like it's a difference. Like you know what I mean. Like anybody could go get take two pencils and make a beat on the table, but can you make a full production? Like
facts.
that's being a producer. Like you know what I mean. So it's a lot of ropes with this, but like you said, like the DJs, they definitely have fun with this, being that they have to move the crowd, so they have to feel the music themselves too. Like
Facts, facts. And speaking of productions, man, you got a project coming out, production
yeah,
project,
yeah.
man.
This one, I'm definitely was talking to him on this one.
Hey,
I have a few out actually. The ones back to back that I did, Torment, Beats and Bad Decisions. Um, those took a while to drop, but I'm glad that it did because when I was so eager to drop them, like I had beats on there I didn't really want to drop as I kept going through the emotional roller coaster that I was going down.
I hear
Um,
that.
so I was pulling beats in and out of those, and I was happy with the final product, with Torment and Beats and Bad Decisions. But this Perception album, man, like I feel like the feelings in this one is gonna say a lot. Like pretty much like how all my beats do, but this one in particular, I went a little different route. So if you tapped in with me, you're gonna see what I'm saying. And if you're not, like, do tap in so that you can see what I'm saying.
Yeah, where can they follow you, bro? Let them know.
Yeah, I'm on all social media platforms. I'm on Facebook at Scalez Beats, Twitter at Scalez Beats, IG Scales underscore Stephen STEPHEN underscore twin. Um, what else I'm missing? You can find me YouTube, Scales Beats. Um, Pretty much for real, for real. Anywhere you could even Google iHeartRadio, Scales Beats. Um, and yeah, man, that's pretty much where I'm at with it. Man. I'm just trying to take over the whole, not so much the industry, but the area I'm at. I'm trying to be known for like this album making that I'm doing, and not just making beats just for artists themselves. Because most times, us producers, we do have fire music. Like we do have like music that we can like show, or we can even go about ourselves. But we just get so caught up doing work for other people, we don't have the time to do that. So that's the reason for my albums, is to show that I am working, but I also make beats to my liking as well. Like, so
That's
yeah,
dope. That's
appreciate it.
dope. That's dope, man. And you know what's dope also about that, excuse me, is that you really like are super humble about your gift, man. You super gifted, and like, you know, if y'all listening, man, definitely tap in because this is somebody that has a lot to offer when it comes to music, and it's nothing for him to make a beat. That's a fact. It's nothing for him to
Thank
make a
you,
beat
bro.
and get used to hearing him. You know, he's gonna be on here a lot. We're gonna vibe a lot. That's a
Yeah,
fact. We
yeah,
are.
definitely, bro.
And we got more work to do. We
Yeah,
got shit we gonna be doing real soon. My Libra brother, man.
facts, man.
Yeah.
I was definitely glad to run into you, bro. Like I said, just off the vibe, bro, itself from the beginning, bro. It was I knew it was that timing, bro. Like you know what I
Likewise.
mean. I knew it was that
Likewise. The
time, man.
timing is everything, bro.
Facts. And also, man, free my man Sev,
Yo,
man. Like
free Sev till
you
Sev
know,
free, bro.
that was another one, man. Like I really his energy is crazy. Like I miss him a lot, bro. Like
Me
that my
too, bro.
guy
Me too.
he his energy was always like funny and not so much funny but happy. Like he
Yeah.
always gave off that positive, but you know what I mean? It's times where like I've been here with Sev, we just talking and then he randomly just start rapping and
Yeah.
like that like
Yeah,
he
that's
just he
Sev.
just make my energy just get more I'm saying intense like with the creativity part like
Yeah.
so free Sev, man. Like I
Yeah.
can't wait till he come home, man. I definitely want
Soon.
to see my
Real
mans
soon,
again,
man.
man. Word.
Real soon. Free Sev till Sev free, man.
Word.
And it's another one, man. Another one. And thank you for rocking with us. And Scales, we gotta get you back. We're gonna do this again
Yeah,
real
bro.
soon.
Thank you, bro.
It's
Thank you
hot
for
as
having
it's
me,
hot
bro.
in here, man. We gotta get it going.
Now,
But
word.
yeah, much
Love.
love, man. You
Love.
already.
Likewise, bro.
We out.